question on anything on pages 7 or 8 that I can help you with? Anything from 7 or 8 I can help you with? How are you? No homework? You on your book? It's where you what? Go get it. I'm kidding. Bring it tomorrow, okay? Anything on pages 7 and 8? Anything that would go? Yes. Number 14. We are in. I'm going to come to you so I can look at your number 14. Number 14 is this one. So it's 2 and then 3x. Is that a plus 6, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is divided by 10c. And we know that x up above is equal to 8. And we know that c is 2. All right. All right. So this is number 14. I didn't write everything down, but I do know that x is equal to 8 from up above, and c is equal to 2. Okay. So I'm going to take this 8, and I'm going to plug it in for x here. I'm going to take this 2, and I'm going to plug it in for right there. Following my method to stirrups madness? Yeah. All right. So if I were to take this and plug it in right here, is the answer 38 or is it 24? It's 24. You multiply, right? So I get 2, and this becomes a 24 plus 6 divided by, what is, if I plug this in here, is it 102 or 20? 20. We good so far? All right, so order of operations would suggest that we add 24 and 6 together. Add 24 and 6 together, so we got that right here. So that's going to give me 2 times 30 divided by 20. I have multiplication and division on the same line, so we're going to go from left to right. So going left to right, I'm going to go 20 times 30. What is 20 times 30, my friends? 60. What is 60 divided by 20? 3. So my answer is 3. We're just running through the homework, okay? Okay, how do we feel? That makes sense? Cool. What else would you like to see from the homework that I could help you with? Page 7 and 8. Anything else off the pages 7 and 8? Yeah. Number 10. All right. Let's sit here for a moment, just because it looked like a comfy seat. Number 10. Is that the right one? Cool. All right. Looks like we're just going to do some math. So order of operations would suggest, maybe let's take care of that, and we could probably take care of that all in one step. So I'm going to get 5. 16 subtract 5. I have $16 in my pocket. I want to buy something that costs $5. I think that's 11 minus 1. What's 4 squared? 16. Okay. All right, that seems good so far. So now I'm going to take care of this portion. So that's going to lead me to 5 times 11. I think on a calculator that would be 55. And then 16 minus 7 is 9. And I think that's 54 over 9. And did anyone do this on a calculator? What is 54 divided by 9? 6. Yeah, if you do it on a calculator, you go 54 divided by 9 is going to give you a whole number 6. So that's your overall answer. That's not too bad. Is there anything else I can help you with? 18, you got it. $18. Oops. All right, negative b over 2a. We know that b is equal to negative 4, and we know that a is equal to 3. Is that the right one? Okay. No? Okay. All right, so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to plug it in right here. Now, friends, what do you notice right now? What is existing in number 18 is negative b over 2a? What's kind of sticking out right now? B. What else?
Oh, the negative.
That negative sign, right? So I'm going to bring this negative. I'm just going to bring this straight down. Still with me? Okay. And then I'm going to plug negative 4, plug it in, over 2 times 3. So that's going to give me 4 over 6. Ooh, why is it positive 4? Why is it positive 4 and not negative 4? Two negatives. Very good. Two negatives, one after the other, means a lot. Okay? So negative times negative is a positive. Okay?
I even had to check with Stir Up this morning. I was like, am I doing this right?
Yeah.
That was
It happens. So just be aware, if you have two negatives, remember we talked a little bit yesterday about something called reduction of signs. So that's kind of a big thing. What else did you see on the homework that I could help you with? You doing okay? I'm just trying out all the empty seats, see how they feel.
I think I know it, but 17.
17?
B squared minus 4AC.
B squared minus 4AC. And they told us that B is equal to negative 4. A is equal to 3. C is equal to 2. Okay, we agree so far? So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to replace it here. I'm going to take this, I'm going to replace here, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to replace it there. Hey, my friends, the 4AC in that order, what math operation is 4AC doing? Multiplication, right? Multiplication. So we have to kind of be aware of that. All right, so I have negative 4 squared. Okay, now, my friends, I'm going to stop right there. I'm not writing anything more to the problem. Take a look up there. Notice, I know that my B value, when I plug it in, is negative 4. Agree? What do you notice that I put the negative 4 in? I put it in parentheses. Because what's going to happen is whatever value B will be, I want to square. Okay? Now, a lot of calculators, I'm going to tell you, if you take this and you plug this into the calculator just like this, a lot of times, it's going to give you an incorrect answer. It's going to give you an answer of this. But we know that a negative times a negative is a... So I did that so we would get this right, because that's in an incorrect step. So we have to be cautious about that. Minus 4 times A. We said A is 3. We said C was 2. Okay? So I've just taken care of this, putting it right in there, changing the colors to make it easy. The 16 is going to stay alone for right now. And then I'm going to go negative 4 times 3. I think that's negative 12. What do you think? And then negative 12 times 2 is negative 24. And that's going to result, if you plug that into a calculator, as an answer of negative 8. What do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down? We're good to go? Get your earbud in. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate it being muted, but just so I know it's not. All right, my friends, can I move on? Well, I mean, that's a question what yet to be seen. I don't know if I can move on. I mean, there's... All right, so I would like us to in our books, get to, I believe it's page number 9. Page number 9. All right. Let's talk hypothetical. Things that we have used recently that deal with inverse operations. I think almost everybody has a phone. Agreed? You don't? I'm funning you. All right. Your phone, in order for you to be able to use it, might require your face. Agreed? It might require, you type in a certain number. It might be a fingerprint. I mean, there's a couple of different options. Do we agree? Basically, what you're doing in order to unlock your phone is your face becomes the inverse operation to make your phone work if it recognizes your face, or your fingerprint, or your digit code. It's an inverse. You're doing the opposite to undo it. Okay? So inverse operations in math, addition and subtraction are inverse operations. Multiplication and division are inverse operations, meaning if I have something multiplied, in order to undo it, I have to divide. If I have something added, in order to undo it, I have to subtract. If I have something subtracted, in order to undo it, I'd have to add. And if I had something that was divided, in order to undo it, I'd have to multiply. Okay? So those are the operations that undo each other. Okay? I realize it's not quite as cool as, your phone looking at your face saying, yeah, it's you. Okay? But it's the long and short of it. Okay, so let's take a look at these. So a long time ago, you might have seen a problem in math similar to this that was like blank plus 5 equals 12. And you'd have to say, hey, what number do you plug into blank to give us 12? 7, right? Okay, and that's kind of like the elementary school thing to get to 7. Now, let's see the algebraic thing. So the first thing I'm going to do, anytime I see an equal sign and I'm trying to solve it, and again, my friends, do I think some of these problems you could probably do quickly in your head? I know you can. But friends, what happens? Problem number 1 is a 2-point problem. Problem number 1, let's say you say, I'm just going to put the answer and nothing else. You miss both points. Problem number 1, you show some mathematical steps. You could earn both points if you get it right. You could earn one of the 2 points, which is better than none. So I'm going to do this. Where that equal sign is, I'm going to draw a little vertical line. That vertical line is going to represent the equal sign as we go down. What I do on one side of the equal sign, I have to do on the other side of the equal sign to keep it equal. All right, so watch this. Inverse operation. What's the inverse operation of addition? Subtraction. Thank you for shouting out. I like it. So I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. That's going to tell me that x is equal to 12 minus 5, which is 7. Well, duh, you showed us up above what the answer was. I know. Okay, so let's see if I bet you can catch on. Let's try and stay with the routine that I've just mimicked for you. What would the very first thing on number 2? What should I do before I even start the problem? Draw a line through the what? And that line is going to mean the same thing as what? It's the equal sign. It's just, I have this side and that side. I have 2 sides. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, my friends, I want to get x all by itself. What is the inverse operation of subtraction? Addition. So what should I add to both sides to get x by itself? 11. I'm going to add 11. I'm going to add 11. These can't actually cancel each other out, so I get x is equal to, what is 18 added to 11? 29. Okay? Now, I've had students ask, do I have to write that vertical thing down to equal? No. It's a good tool if you're struggling with it. There's going to get to a point where some of these might have quite a bit done and you kind of forget things back and forth. But you can't do something to only one side. It has to be to both sides before you solve it. All right, so problem number 3. Talk to me, my friends. What should we do right off the bat? Not before that. Draw that line. Now, 2 and A are being held together how? They're held by multiplication. What undoes multiplication? Division. So I'm going to divide both sides by? 2. Very good. So those cancel each other out, so I'm left with A equals, what is 22 over 2? Yeah. Yeah, buddy. There we go. Okay, and I'm showing you good practices in math. Okay? I've gone to math teacher meetings, and I got to tell you, like the district math teacher meetings, they are not fascinating by any means. But a lot of times they have a quote-unquote icebreaker, and they'll put some silly problem up saying, hey, see how you do. Well, anytime it's solving, I kid you not, my first step, do this. People are like, why do you do that? Because I see it that way. Oh, you see it that way, and you're a math teacher. Yeah, how do you show it? Well, if my kids don't get it right away, they just don't get it. Yeah, you suck as a teacher. Okay? I practice exactly what I teach because this guy who's 51 years old, but I feel like the opposite of 15 or 51. I feel like I'm 15. But my mind still has to do it simple. Doesn't mean I'm broken. It's how my mind works. Okay? And I kid you not, I will get people like, oh, you don't know how to do it this way? It's like, you're a teacher and you're treating a peer like that? Man, I feel sorry for the kids in those people's classes. All right, so my friends, 6m equals 9. How are 6 and m being held together? Multiplication. What undoes multiplication? Those cancel. Hey, what number goes into both 9 and 6? 3. How many times is 3 going to 9? 3. How many times is 3 going to 6? 2. That's a good answer. Should I make it 1.5? No, mixed numbers, that's so elementary school. And we are like so much older than that. Now, my friends, on number 5, before I draw the vertical line, the vertical pink line, what are some first thoughts? What do you see? Talk to me. Yeah, I like it. Parentheses of some sort, brackets. I'm with you. What about it? What do you want me to do with them? I like your thoughts. I think you're on the right track. So talk to me a little bit further. What would that z minus minus 4 really be? So think about this. Hang on. Think about the reduction of signs. Minus minus would get you a good. The minus minus right here. So this is kind of key to see, and not everyone's going to see it, and that's okay. But because I have the negative negative right there in a row, that basically means that I can change this to this. Okay? Notice I didn't start solving the problem yet. I reduced the signs to simplify it for me. Now, at this point, let's draw our vertical. Okay? What should I do to get z by itself? Ooh. Subtracting 4. Or minus 4. I like it. Those cancel. So z happens to be equal to? Friends, we're doing algebra. This is algebra. All right, problem number 6. Problem number 6. x over 2. What kind of math operation is that? It's division. Fractions and division are the same thing. All right. So I'm going to draw my vertical line. What should I multiply both sides by? Because multiplication undoes division, yes? So I'm going to multiply by a 2 and a 2. Those cancel. X equals negative 3 times 2. Negative 6. Friends, do we feel comfortable? Okay. Now, page 10. Is everyone ready to flip over the page? I love that we have page 10 available. Now, friends, take a look at page 10 and be honest with me. Be honest with me. Let's say I gave you a test right now, which I'm not going to. And 9 of the problems are just like we just did. And the 10th problem's like one of these. What you going to do? Why are you going to skip it? It's a word problem. We don't like word problems. Agree? Now, friends, every word problem that we get on a test or a quiz or a final exam, you still following me in this adventure? Does this make sense? This is exactly how it'll be. So let's say problem number 1, this word problem is on the test we have sometime in the future. Okay? So you get it, you're like, just got, word problem. Okay? I will also have the word problem written up on the board. Okay? So what I'll do is like, hey guys, there is a word problem. Go ahead and get started. But in about 10 minutes, I'm going to stop you as a class, and I want to direct your attention to the board. Okay? This is during a test or quiz. Like, I'm stopping you. And this is what we're going to do. I kid you not. This is exactly how I'm going to do it. First thing I'm going to do is say, okay, take a look at number 1. Your eyes all find number 1 on the test, or whatever number the word problem is. Does this make sense? So, okay, so problem number 1. Let me read it out loud. Go ahead and skim along as I read it. Jess got 5 more snaps today than yesterday. If today she got 58 snaps, how many did she get yesterday? Woo! Yesterday, today, yesterday, did they? Okay, there's a lot here. It looks like, okay, I kind of understand what a snap is, I think. What is a snap? I don't know. Oh, it's a Snapchat? Oh, I thought it was like a snap on your coat or something. Man. Yeah, your jacket, you know, it's going to get cold here pretty soon. You got snaps on it or a zipper? You'd be bit 58. Maybe it doesn't refer to that. Okay, I love the fact. Because, see, sometimes with word problems with people that are old like me, we don't get the cool lingo. We don't got it. So I'm glad you guys directed me, because I was thinking 58 snaps. I'm thinking this person is busy going snap, 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 snap. Right? Oh, football. So, hey, okay. So look at this. We have just discussed, we haven't even done this problem yet. We've just discussed sometimes how a word problem contextually means something different. We had football snaps. You had this old guy thinking snaps on a coat, and y'all are sitting there going, nah, stirrup. It's a Snapchat. Oh. So you just helped this old guy learn something new. Thank you. All right. So, let's see. Jess got 5 more snaps today than yesterday. Okay, so let me highlight a couple of things. Okay. Jess got, I think the 5 more means something. Today and yesterday might mean something contextually with the problem. As a math person, what does 5 more mean to you? Think about it. 5 plus addition? I like it. Okay, so watch. So I just did that. So as we start this type of thing, I'm going to put that. And that's just going to kind of give me I have a thought that's going to take place. I might not know how to do this problem exactly, but at least I have some thought. I have some things I've just highlighted. Okay, so let me go through. I'm going to highlight some more. Okay, if today she got 58 snaps, how many did she get yesterday? Today, 58 snaps. How many did she get yesterday? Okay, so now take a look at the board. I have today and yesterday highlighted in the first, and I have today and yesterday highlighted with a different color in the second. Okay? 58 means something. 58 is a number. Is 58 snaps in a day a lot? I don't know. No? I mean, like, if this dude got 58 snaps in a day, I'd think it's a whole bunch. I'd be busy.
That's a lot of snaps.
Okay.
That's how much you use it.
That's true. For a guy that doesn't use it at all, just because I ain't cool enough, I can't figure it out. I'm sorry. I'm lucky I can text people. And then they text going, why are you writing it all out proper? Like I have the right pronunciation, the right commas and periods and question marks. It's like, why do you have all the right grammar in there? Aren't you supposed to? I don't know.
You should.
Okay, I should. Okay. All right, so my friends, let's just, without even working this problem out, let's just kind of think about this. We have something that happened yesterday and today in this problem. Agree? So there was 5 more that happened one day than the other day. Agree? All right, so hang on. Jess got 5 more snaps today. So does the 5 go with today or the 5 go with yesterday? 5 with today. Agree? Okay, now, hang on. Jess got 5 more snaps today. And then today, she got 58 snaps. So let's think about this. Jess got 5 more snaps today. And today happened to be 58 snaps. Let me just stop there for a minute. So X is going to represent snaps. Not on a coat, because this guy can't figure out social media. I'm sorry. Get the double snap. Oh, I thought it was so cool. We had like fingers and stuff to do. You guys got cool stuff. Electronic. All right. So just got 5 more snaps today than yesterday. Today, 58 snaps. X plus 5 equals 58. How many snaps did she get yesterday? How do I solve this? Takeaway. Yeah, vertical line, minus, minus. So on one of the days, there would happen to be 53 snaps. On another day, there happened to be 58 of them, because there was 5 more on a different day. Now, my friends, things that are about this problem that I will more than likely work out for you or show you or allow you some. I'll be doing some highlighting. I might from time to time put, a number above, but then if I were to highlight and discuss how we just discussed, would you be willing to at least attempt something on a word problem? Think about that. Originally, 10 questions. One of them is word problem. We're just going to skip it. Now, I'm going to highlight every test, every quiz, final exam, any word problem. I'll be like, and if there's multiple, I was like, okay, so this was problem number 1. Okay, give you a few minutes. I'll stop you in about 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes takes place during this test or quiz or final exam. You still following me? I'd say, hey, just notice number 2, we have another word problem. So my friends, we're going to go through number 2. We're going to talk about number 2. Find number 2 on your page. Stop what you're working on the problem you're working on now. Go back to number 2. Does this make sense? Okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to read this problem. I'll read it out loud. Please skim along as I read it out loud. It says, if Matt took twice as long to do his homework than his brother John, if John got his homework done in 2 hours, how long did it take Matt? So we have 2 people that are dealing with some sort of homework. Agree? Okay, so we're going to go through. It says Matt took twice as long. So let me just highlight that. Matt took twice as long. Okay? Doesn't matter if Matt took twice as long to do his homework, to do his laundry, to wake up in the morning. I mean, there's just something that's taking place, but something is taking twice as long. This guy, Matt, takes twice as long. Takes twice as long than his brother, John. Next thing says, if John got his homework done in 2 hours. John, 2 hours. How long did it take Matt? Okay. Now, we've just highlighted some stuff. I'm not writing anything down for a second. First thoughts. Matt took twice as long to do something. Okay, times. Okay? So Matt took twice as long. So Matt takes longer than John. Agree? John got it done in 2 hours. Matt takes twice as long. You think it's 4?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We just did a word problem without even writing anything down.
Oh.
Wait a minute. We just logically, we use a little thought process. And this whole concept of word problem in math became much nicer than it was 20 minutes ago. Agree?
Yes.
Now, my friends, I'm going to tell you what. I did this last year to my CP Algebra 1 classes. I'm not going to tell you that every student got every problem right, but I will tell you this. Every student got some points on every word problem. The year before I didn't do it, lots of students didn't even try the word problem. So let's think about that. 2 years ago, students didn't try. Last year, I read, I highlight. Every student tried and got some points. Not necessarily perfect, they got some points. So let's say this was, one of these questions was a 1 question on a 10-question test. And let's say you got 9 of the questions right, and you tried this one, so you got half a point. Would you rather get a 9.5 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10? 9.5, that's more points, yes? That's my reasoning. Friends, this skill, this type of skill right here will help you in other classes, on other tests. It'll help you in science. Science is all word problems. It is. Are you going to skip every problem in science? Well, no, please don't, because then you have to repeat the class. But if you use this little tiny skill that I'm trying to show you, if you use this skill on like the ACT or the SAT, if you choose to take those tests, which you should, it comes to a point where you start realizing I am able to decipher and go through problems better than if I sat there and there was nothing there at all. Okay, so is that my book? That's my book.
I got you.
All right, here we go. So that's about all I have for today's lesson. My friends, what did we say? We try page 11 and 12. And if you got it, cool. And we will talk about it tomorrow. Go over any questions, comments, concerns, ideas. You can get the 4 points if you just try. Yeah, you know what? There are 5 word problems. Friends, try it. Try it. Try the outlining, underlining, highlighting. That's a try. Leaving it blank going, I don't get any of this. That's not a try. Okay? You can get full points just for trying. Highlight it with the pinks and the blues and the yellows and the greens. I don't have a highlighter. Okay.
We got about like 10 more minutes left, so like we can